I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Hi, I'm Mark Morris.
We're back here at Eastern Kentucky University. Nick Runyon joined us. And Coach, first off, congratulations for having your Bulldogs in the Final Four.
Thank you. We're excited to be here. We've worked hard to be here. It's another step in our progression.
Michaela Cecil, the first time you played Scott County, had 34 points, but tonight you probably need a little bit more diversity.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on getting that third and fourth score. You know, Shea scores, Elise scores for us pretty well. So we're working on getting that third and fourth score. I think Cheyenne's going to be big tonight. Peyton Humphreys will be big tonight as well.
Let's talk about your opponent, Scott County. You said the other night to Darren that you wish you had 7 girls to guard them. I mean, they really are a matchup nightmare.
Yeah, they're fast, they're deep, they run. They present a lot of problems defensively. So we did some things in practice. You know, we practiced against 7 or 8 girls on offense. And so, you know, we've done some stuff. We tried to put some extra girls out there on offense and have our 5 girls defend them. So, we did the things that we needed to do in order to prepare our team. So hopefully we're ready. Hopefully they come out fired up.
First time you played them, was that a really fast-paced game, or was it a slow-down, half-set offense?
It seemed a little bit of both at times. There were times they got out and ran. Then there were times that we were able to control the tempo and we ran some offense. That's a big key for us tonight, just limiting their transition, getting back, stopping them from scoring on the break. You know, they want to score quick and pressure you into turnovers. So big stat for us tonight will be turnovers and rebounds.
So you think that's the key to the basketball game?
I think so. We want the game to be at our pace and our favor. They want the game to be at their pace and their favor. We'll see who wins the battle of the pace.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's Nick Runyon of Dunbar, and Darren will come back and we'll talk to Steve Helton of Scott County. Let's go back courtside to Darren Douglas. We'll have Steve Helton here in a minute.
Thanks, Gary. Darren Douglas along with Julie Muntz. Gary Ball doing our coaches' interviews, and we'll mic up our public address announcer for the starting lineups here when we get set for those a little bit. We're about 9 minutes away from the opening tip-off here in Richmond. We got a matchup of basically contrasting styles. We have
all right, guys, I got it.
All right, Dunbar team that's led by one particular scorer. Gary's got Coach Steve Helton. Where are you, Coach?
Thank you, Darren Douglas. We're here with Steve Helton, the head coach. Got Tara over there too, Coach. Let's talk about your Scott County team. I tell you what, you don't really run from anybody. You played a really good schedule, so now you got Dunbar, a team you defeated earlier this year. What do you think about this matchup?
It's tournament time. You know, we played them early January. You know, Coach Runyon, his staff, they've improved and continue to improve. I believe, you know, they've won 6, 7 in a row. You know, they're definitely playing better than they were in January, in my opinion. And, you know, with us, I hope we play better than we did on Monday night.
Coach, Michaela Cecil had 34 against you. Did you just let her get hers, or was that something she was able to get on her own and then you shut down the other girls? How'd that work?
She went and got them. You know, she did a really good job. She's a scorer. You know, some kids are shooters. Some kids are drivers. You know, in my opinion, I think she's a scorer because she knows how to play the game. You know, they did a good job. We got a good lead on them there, and they just kept on battling back. I thought we lost. You know, I've watched a lot of film. I thought we lost our focus, and you know, they did some good things though.
Coach, it all starts with you. It starts with your point guard.
We want to play 94 feet, and in order for us to do that, we got to get the rebound, get the ball in her hands, and let's go. You know, it's no secret that we want to play the entire length of the court. We want to make Dunbar guard us the entire time, and we want to make life tough on them. I'm not saying we're going to shut anybody down, but we want to at least make them try to earn every basket they get.
Peyton Riddle is a special player for you. I asked her out at the show. She's been playing since 6th grade. She does not want this to end tonight.
It's all about leadership. You know, I said the other night, she's been through the battles. She's been in the big games, and you know, tonight's a big game for our program, our seniors, and you know, our community. We need to, you know, get over the hump right here tonight, hopefully.
What do you think, Coach, as you go back to your locker room, you talk about the pregame, you get to that chalkboard, what will you tell your girls?
We got to play 94 feet. We got to play 94 feet. We got to communicate. We got to rebound the ball, and you know, just let it play. I don't want to overcomplicate tonight. Monday night, I may have overcomplicated everything for them. Tonight, let's just go play.
That's a beautiful suit you got on there, Coach.
Tara dresses me. She kind of tells me what to, you know, she lays it out for me, and then I just kind of nod my head, and that's how we've been married so long.
That is a nice suit. Thank you, Coach. That's Steve Helton. He's the best dressed man in high school basketball. Let's go back over to Darren and Julie.
Well, at least he's man enough to admit it on the broadcast. Don't know a lot of men that would do that, but
he's a good man.
He
listens
man.
well.
Yeah, that's true. But they work well together. I think they went to college together down at Union College and met down there, and they work very well together. She's in charge of trying to keep him off the floor if things are not going right. But they have a multi-talented ball club. But it starts with the senior they talked about, Julie, Peyton Riddle.
Oh, absolutely, and she is a stellar performer, and she really performs every night. She steps out there, she's the coach leader on the floor, and just really promotes her team and gets her teammates involved, Darren.
As Coach Helton alluded to, as well as Coach Runyon, these two met back in early January 9th to be exact, over at Paul Lawrence Dunbar in Lexington. The Cardinals won that one 79-67. In that game, Michaela Cecil went for 34 points, and Cheyenne Fullwood had 11, and they wound up losing 79-67, as I mentioned. But they have to have that third scorer. You know, they have to have either Elise Ellison Coons or Peyton Humphrey. Somebody has to be that third scorer, step up, or Cotton. Mm-hmm. And get some double figures for them.
I'll tell you what, Darren, and funny you mentioned that, because I thought Cheyenne Fullwood had a really nice game. She got her teammates involved early by hitting those high arcing three-point shots, and she was really dialed in, and she was, you know, had her shoulders square, and she just a nice, pretty shot. So I would look for her to get hot quick.
Yep. Thing is, too, Peyton Riddle is not the only girl you got to stop. Riddle in that game back in January had 23 points, 11 rebounds. Morgan DeFore had 11 points, but they are so balanced throughout the lineup. Anybody can go off at any time for Scott County, and they will seem to have that second and third and maybe even fourth score.
Yes, and it seems like what Coach Steve and Coach Tara Helton instill in their players is what they communicated in their pregame show was, or their pregame comments was, disrupt. So and he really stressed they are going to play 94 feet of the court, and that's tough at this high school team because they're not used to that floor. However, they are conditioned to play 94 feet, and I believe they will play 94 feet.
Well, he played 10 players last on Monday night in the first quarter, so he's not afraid to go to his bench and go quickly and often. Dunbar, meanwhile, coming in, probably one of the hottest teams in the region right now. They had a tough battle on their hands on Monday night, though, a 53-51, basically heavyweight title fight with Whitaker County. It kept going back and forth.
And that was the game that Delaney Enlow had a game of her life here at EKU's floor. And it was a great battle, and it was just like a boxing match of a 1-2 punch, and, you know, you're going to score, I'm going to score. I mean, it was so well balanced, and it was such a high energy game that, I mean, it was very exciting. So I would look for this same type of matchup between these two types of teams. So, and the key is, and as you mentioned too, is you know, they're going to have to pick up extra scores because Scott County is going to defend every player out there. So that, and especially they're going to lock in on
Cecil,
Michaela Cecil. And so I would look for other people to step up, and they are conditioned to do so.
Well, I will say this. Adolph Rupp used to play against Pistol Pete Maravich.
Oh, my favorite.
And Pistol Pete would do his thing, but Rupp said, hey, I'll let Pistol get his. We'll shut the other 4 down. And as history will say, Pistol Pete never beat the Cats. So, you know, he got his points, and he was 60 or something like that. I think there was one game he had 61, and Mike Pratt had 60.
Oh, wow.
For the Cats, so just tells you how it can go. We expect this 2 teams to start like this. First for the Bulldogs of Nick Runyon, I got the wrong sheet here. It'll be Michaela Cecil. The senior is averaging 24.8 points per ball game. She shoots 86% from the foul line. She gets the foul line 44 more times than her next closest teammate.
Yeah, and just to add to that, Darren, is, you know, the good players know how to draw that foul because, you know, a lot of players do like the rest on the foul line and a stop clock there. So she's a smart player.
She has taken 595 shots from the field. 366 of them from the 2-point range, 229 of them from behind the arc.
Hey, you don't read your name playing defense in the paper.
That's true. And a lot of times you don't. You're right. Unless you have a big game stopping a good score on the other team.
Oh, yeah.
Then the coach will meet you in the newspaper. Anaya Cotton, another senior, will be one forward. She's averaging 4.4 points per ball game and nearly 5 rebounds a game. Cheyenne Fullwood's one guard. She's averaging 8.1 points per ball game, 4.1 rebounds per game. Elise Ellison-Coon, she's averaging 12.5 points a ball game and 10.1 rebounds a game to lead Dunbar in rebounding. And Peyton Humphreys, the third senior in the starting lineup, she's averaging 6.6 and 7.1 rebounds per ball game. And I tell you what, in my view, if you're Nick Runyon, you want Peyton Humphreys, who has given up a lot of her offense over the last couple of years, to probably have a breakout game tonight because she knows how to score, especially around the basket.
Oh, absolutely, and you are with those veteran players.
Back in 30 seconds.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Paul S. McBrayer Arena here on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University for Game 1 of the Girls 11th Region Semifinal Basketball. Tonight's game features from the 43rd District, the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Lady Bulldogs, and from District 42, the Scott County Cardinals. Now we ask that you please rise and join us as we honor America, its freedom, and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem performed tonight by the Scott County Pep Band. And now let's meet your starting lineup. First for the Lady Bulldogs. Starting at forward, a freshman number 5, Elise Ellison-Coons. Starting at guard, a junior number 20, Cheyenne Fullwood. At forward, a senior number 21, Peyton Humphreys. At guard, a senior number 23, Michaela Cecil. And at guard, a senior number 24, Anaya Cotton. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by Nick Runyon. And now the starting lineup for the Scott County Cardinals. Starting at guard, a sophomore number 1, Morgan DeFore. At guard, a junior number 11, Malia Owens. At guard, a junior number 14, Juliet Smith. At forward, a senior number 21, Zakia Holt. And at guard, a senior number 22, Peyton Riddle. The Cardinals are coached by Steve Hilton.
The starting lineups from our public address announcer across the way. Gary Ball miking him up. Julie Morgan DeFore, 14.5 points per ball game for the Cardinals. Leading in scoring, Malia Owens at 16.1, 15.8 for the senior Peyton Riddle. Seems like she's been there forever. And the other, Juliet Smith, averaging 7 points a game, and Zephaniah Gray averaging 3.8 points per ball game.
Yeah, that's a power-packed lineup, Darren.
And DeFore was the point guard last year for the Cardinals. Moved over to the 2 spot with Juliet Smith, who gets the tip for the Cardinals, moving right to left. Here's a 3 deep from Riddle, in and out, rebounded backside by Humphreys for Dunbar, who goes to the floor, gets it across. Dangerous pass, Cotton, though. Gets it down, her pocket picked by DeFore, who Cotton picks it back, and here comes Ellison Coons. Right corner to Fullwood, drives around Riddle, put it off the glass, partially blocked. Humphreys gets it, misses it, back rim. Coons with the rebound, tipped out DeFore for Scott County, headed the other way. DeFore lays it up too strong, rebounded Fullwood.
Oh, looks like they're going to call a foul on number 21.
That's on Holt. Zakia Holt with her first.
Well, I tell you what, Darren, he was a line when they said that they were going to defend 94 feet.
Yep, and they were also, we had a whole lot of action there in the first minute, 37 seconds of this one. Actually, 37 seconds. This is Cecil. In the left corner, it goes to Humphreys. Back out to Cotton. Cotton guarded by Riddle. Around to Fullwood here on the right side. Guarded by Owens. Gives it back to Ellison Coons. Gets down low to Humphreys, a little too high. Riddle with it, ahead to the 4s. DeFore lays it up too strong. Rebounded by DeFore as Holt had it. And it goes off of DeFore's hand back to Dunbar.
Yeah, so it looks like when number 1, Morgan DeFore, when she was going up for a layup, she shot it with her right hand and was a little bit deep when she shot that layup as well. So take it on in there and put it up with the left.
Actually, they're going to say it belongs to the Cardinals. Deep to Riddle, to Juliet Smith. Now to Riddle, 3, right of the circle. Got it.
Well, I tell you what, she shoots it deep. She does an excellent job squaring up and letting it fly from downtown.
That one came from Athens Boonesboro. 3-zip Cardinals. Cotton drives on Riddle, has it blocked from behind by Holt. DeFore has it. Ahead to Owens, controls it, left-hand layup, good.
Nice job by Scott County by getting out and the numbers ahead and going in for the layup.
Humphreys with it to Cotton now, 5-zip, a minute 45 in. Ellison Coons drives on Holt. A lot of contact, count it, and a foul coming up on Holt.
Looks like Elise Ellison Coons did an excellent job driving in and finding the seam and taking it on in and muscling it in.
Ellison Coons really attacked. It looked like Holt got there in time, but she's called for the foul before contact was made. She turned into Ellison Coons. So the first basket of the afternoon or the evening goes to Ellison Coons for Dunbar, and she hits the free throw to make it 5-3. So Holt picks up 2 fouls for Scott County and goes to the bench. Shot no good. Rebounded by Cecil. Cecil quickly the other way, all the way to the lane, and a whistle, a foul. They're going to get Juliet Smith.
Yes. I'll tell you what, if she would have just squared her body up, Darren, and took the charge and got her feet set, I believe she would have got that, but her hands was, they were right there.
Down.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you're going to get called every time.
These will be free throws, 222, 223 on the year for Cecil. She hits the first. She went to the free throw line in that first game 18 times herself back in January.
Wow.
Free throw from Cecil is good, and we're tied at 5. This is Owens. High post, it goes to Riddle. Back out to Owens. 3 deep on the right wing. Front rim, no. Rebounded by Williams. They're going to call her over the back.
She is such a tall player, too. She is all arms and legs, but, you know, that was a tough one for
Scott
me.
County fans don't agree, but I thought maybe she pushed before she got the rebound with both hands.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just a little nudge with the hip.
Perhaps.
Here's Cotton. Gets a screen from Cecil, who you don't see many scorers set screens. They don't want to injure that right arm or left arm, whichever one they're shooting with. Ellison Coons going to be called for travel.
It's all because Riddle was doing an excellent job defending the perimeter, and she did not have a pass to, you know, to bail her out.
It looked like Scott County dropped to a 1-3-1 a while ago. Did they a while ago?
Yeah,
Just now?
Yeah.
Dunbar's looks like gone to a 3-3 match.
Yeah.
This is Owens to the 4. Back to Owens. She'll penetrate, reach in, and a foul on Michaela Cecil. She can't do that. You only get 5. And to give a foul like that.
And here's the thing, exactly. And here's the thing too, Darren, is they're playing a 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
If she got by her, fine. You're going to have the post player pick her up and defend.
Yeah. I mean, no need to reach.
Right.
The inbound to the 4 here on the left side. In the lane, 15-footer straight away. The 4, no good. Nice block out by Humphrey. So Williams still got a hand on it. Owens tries to get it down low to Williams. Too high. Here's a 3 from Smith. No good. Rebounded by Owens. The 4-3 left side. Short. Cotton and Riddle fight for it. Riddle got it. Put it up and in.
Excellent rebound and put back by Riddle.
Well, that's something you can't do for Dunbar. Give up 3rd and 4th chances. Here's a ball tipped by Riddle. Humphreys has it. Right corner. 18-footer on the way from Ellison Coons. No good. Rebounded Owens. Ahead to the 4. The 4 all the way to the rim. Laid it up. Got it.
Nice job by DeFore attacking the rim.
First 2 for Morgan DeFore. It's 9-5 Cardinals. Here's Humphrey, right side, driving. Fakes Williams up in the air. And a foul on number 4 for the Cardinals, Malia Williams. And that's 2 on Williams. 5 already on Dunbar here with 4:24 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Williams is going to come out and rest a while she has her second foul, and looks like we have
I think it's Tompkins.
some more height coming in.
I think it's Kennedy Tompkins, I think. Humphreys misses the first free throw.
She's a freshman, 5'11" freshman.
Yeah. Scott County fairly young as well, but boy, you cannot underscore the leadership. Humphreys misses both that Peyton Riddle has shown this young ball club. Here's a block from behind by Humphreys, but she's going to be guilty of a foul. Now, here's the other thing, Julie. You're in a zone, and you're letting them penetrate deeply into the lane.
Right.
Dunbar. Your coach running you can't be happy about that.
I'm sure he's going to make some adjustments here at the next timeout. But, you know, also what, you know, give Scott County credit is they don't hesitate shooting the ball either. I mean, they've already missed probably about 4 or 5 outside shots already. And they still have not yet to hesitate, and they're really experienced on the perimeter.
Owens goes 1 for 2. We have a travel on Ellison Coons. Owens is 1 for 2, and both these teams shoot the foul shot fairly well. Scott County's a 77% foul shooting team. Dunbar a 70% foul shooting team.
That's excellent.
This is Owens, a 10-5. Cardinals have doubled up. Here's 3 straight away. Owens airballed it. Riddle saves it back in, and Tompkins gets in the way, and it goes off of Tompkins.
It looks like right now Scott County is only shooting 4 of 13 total field goals and 1 for 7 at the three-point line, which is 14% of the three-point line and 30% field goals.
Most high school teams don't like to shoot that many threes. Coach Helton, he doesn't care.
They let them fly.
Let it fly. Cotton drives right lane, gives it back to Fullwood. Right corner 3, good.
And that's Cheyenne Fullwood again for another three-point shot. And again, she usually gets hot quick.
10-8, streaky shooters Fullwood.
Yes.
Owens tried to get it down low to Tompkins, knocked away by Cotton into the hands of Humphreys. Humphreys, middle of the floor to Cecil. Left side, Fullwood. Jump pass, Ellison Coons puts it up, no good. Nice job defending by Juliet Smith. Ahead to the 4, working on Cotton. Cotton going to be called for a shoulder charge. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Soccer. That'll be really nice on a soccer field or the lacrosse field.
Right. Or rugby.
But it's a foul here in high school basketball. First on Cotton, third on the Bulldogs. Smith, an 8-footer, too strong. Good block out by Ellison
Yes,
Coons.
it was.
Cecil has the rebound. Headed the other way for the Dogs. Hesitates, dribble, puts it up over Riddle, got it.
Excellent layup bucket by Michaela Cecil.
We're tied at 10. Here goes DeFore the other way, lay in good.
I tell you what, Darren, I love the way she gets to the basket. She really drives hard. She's hard to stop.
Put on your motor skates because we're ready to go here. Here's a hit to Ellison Coons. DeFore bumps her.
And she's not even sweating it.
Yeah, 2-on-1. Fullwood back to Humphreys. Laid it up, got it. Tied at 12. 2:40 to play in the opening quarter. Owens right side driving on Humphreys. Cut off, lost the ball out of bounds. I think it went off of Owens. Sure did, off her leg.
They were right on that call. Yeah. It was really good.
Baseline official got shielded right at the last minute. The outside official, she asked for help. And I thought I saw it go for
that was the correct call.
Yes, sir. End of the ball game for Scott County is Bailey McMath. McMath, number 3, a freshman, working on Cecil. Back out to Cotton. Cotton down the lane in the corner to Fullwood. Straightaway Humphrey, 17-footer, short. Tompkins will save it into Riddle. Off to the 4. Heads up, official, get out of the way. McMath, 15-footer, in and out. Tompkins came flying in, saves it back in. Fullwood has it. Cecil now headed the other way for Dunbar. Back tip by Owens. McMath to Owens, down to Riddle, laid it up too strong. Cotton with a rebound for Dunbar. Tried to get it, traveling.
Wow, that was an excellent job defending down.
Both coaches working
they
the
had
officials.
nowhere to go.
Yeah, both coaches already working the officials early and often. Riddle inbounds to Tompkins, 7-footer right side, no good, too strong. Rebounded by Humphreys. Ahead to Fullwood. Fullwood. Tompkins going to be tying her up. Hell ball.
Looks like they're going to stay at this end.
Yep, hell ball. Stay with Dunbar. Got all my stats on the floor here.
Oh, you're fine.
Into Cecil. Gets a screen from Humphreys. Now DeFore is reaching in. No call there. Back to Ellison Coons. Left side, right in the corner to Cecil. Shot it way too quick. Owens with the rebound. Here we have a run out. DeFore lays it in.
I'll tell you what, Darren, they're having a little difficult time defending DeFore.
Yeah.
She really gets out ahead and knows
well, they leak out.
Send her down.
Yeah, they leak out, and that's the best way to go. 30-second timeout. And we'll watch this play. Watch Owens. If we get it here in just a second here. Let me try to get my stats here, Julie.
Are you going to have mine?
I got them.
Okay.
I got some stuff marked on them, though, so I can see. Minute 19, 14-12 Cardinals. Been an entertaining first quarter. And watch the overtime performance replay here. Owens gets it and just turns and throws out to DeFore. But what our viewers got to see there, Julie, was the fact that as soon as Owens got the rebound, DeFore was already leaking. And there was no balance to the floor. Nobody rotated up.
And Darren, that hasn't been the first time. I believe she's gotten like 4 of those.
So she's got 6 points on 3 of something shooting. 3 of 6 shooting so far. Here comes Cecil. Cecil going to the right side. Runner, about 10, no good. Rebounded by Tompkins, knocked away by Ellison Coons. It goes back to the Cardinals. Cecil does that nice job on that runner, but when you go down one side or the other, get an angle to where you can use the backboard.
Oh, absolutely.
Gives you a better chance of making it. 14-12 as we go under a minute. DeFore, a long
that
three.
That was long.
No good. Ball tipped out by Ellison Coons.
Well, she was a good 5 to 6 feet beyond the arc. And it doesn't seem to bother the coaches too much, so I guess she's accustomed to shooting those types of shots.
Double dribble on McMath. The young freshman. Looks like she's younger than a freshman, though.
but feisty, strong and mighty.
Very, very feisty. We saw that in Monday night's game.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's Cecil. Dunbar can either tie or take the lead here on this trip. They lob it here on the left side to Tiana Cecil, who's in the ball game now, number 3 in black. That's her right there with the basketball. Gives it now to Michaela. A 1-3-1 zone. They go back to Tiana on the left side. As they play catch outside the 4, picks her pocket into the hands of Riddle. Riddle headed the other way, laid it up, got it.
Excellent layup in basket by Riddle.
7 for Riddle, and here's a cherry pick.
Cheyenne Fullwood gets loose.
That's 35 and over basketball. I'm not going anywhere. Owens with the basketball. Left side, now to the 4. The 4 penetrates, double dribble. Got caught up in the air.
Had nowhere to go.
And we've seen her do that before as a freshman a year ago. Get caught up in the air. Into the ball game for Scott County comes number 13.
And
that is Alexis Hoffman.
Yeah, and that's a good substitution by Coach Helton. Runyon, by getting them in there, and she's going to give number 1, DeFore a rest.
Yeah. As well as Zephaniah Gray when she's double dribble on here on the near side did Cecil. Zephaniah Holt, or excuse me, number 2. Where'd I go? Oh, Zephaniah Gray, number 2 in white, with the basketball right now. Lets it fly off to the left side, no good. But a very entertaining and very interesting first quarter of action here in Richmond. It's Scott County 16, Dunbar 14. We'll be back in just a moment on the PrepSpin Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Morris, owner of JVM Motorsports. These days, it seems like conflict and division are everywhere. So having a family you can count on is more important than ever. Here at JVM, that's just what our sales and associates are. A family that loves motorsports. And that's why most of our employees have been with us for years. And it's how they'll treat you too, just like family. Because a family that rides together stays together. JVM Motorsports, we're not just a dealership, we're a destination.
Lexington Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate staff. We work as a team to attend to each of our patients as if they were our sisters, friends, or neighbors. We have experience, both professional and personal, to help you through almost any situation. Chances are, whatever you face, we've been there. Visit LexingtonWomens.com for more information.
At Lexington.
Back to McBray Arena, Alumni Coliseum at Eastern Kentucky University. Darren Douglas along with Julie Muntz. Scott County in the white with the basketball, a 2-point lead. It's McMath, Owens, Riddle, Hoffman, and Gray for the Cardinals. This is Gray with it on the left baseline. Crossover drill all the way out deep to McMath. It's the Cecils up front in the 2-3 zone for Dunbar. Fullwood, Cotton, and Ellison Coons. Here's a step through by Owens and the runner good.
What a pretty step through that was.
5 now for Owens. Only 3 Cardinals have scored so far though, Julie. The 4 has 6, 5 for Owens, and 7 for Riddle. This is Michaela Cecil. And would I be correct, Julie, in saying Tiana and Michaela are sisters of Dunbar? I believe so. They have about the same features, so I'm just trying to figure this out. Here's Tiana Cecil, back to Michaela. Cotton drives, baseline, Fullwood, 10-footer, in and out, rebounded off the hands of Cecil. Off of Cotton, they said last. As Riddle will come out, the 4 will come in. Juliet Smith returns, replacing McMath. So it's Hoffman, Juliet Smith, Owens, Gray, and DeFore. That smallest lineup Coach Helton could put on the floor. High post to DeFore, working on Cotton. Going to call a foul on Cotton.
What is that, her first?
Second.
Second.
Second on Anaya Cotton. 4th on Dunbar.
And she's like the kind of a quiet leader on the floor. I think, her name doesn't get said enough. Cotton, she does some really good things.
Well, last year she ran the point for the most part.
Yeah, well, I saw her running the point the last game, and so she takes over that responsibility, but they trade every now and then.
DeFore hits the first. She has 7. Cardinals lead 18-14. Second free throw is no good. Ahead it comes to Cecil. This is Tiana Cecil. She's a freshman. To Michaela Cecil, the senior. Driving, left of the lane, put it up and in off the glass. Good drive by Michaela Cecil. She has 6. Long 3 from Owens, good.
Nice 3-point shot by Owens.
8 now for Owens. 22-16. Cecil double teamed. Down low it goes to Ellison Coons. Put it up, too strong. Gets her own rebound, put it up and in.
Way to battle by Elise Ellison Coons as she really worked hard for that basket.
5 for Ellison Coons now. 22-18. Here's DeFore on the right side. Free throw line extended. Smith drives, has it partially blocked by Ellison Coons, but put up and in by Hoffman. Hoffman with her first 2. 24-18. Here's Cecil. Driving. Spins, put it up, got it.
Michaela Cecil really working hard for her team on the offensive end.
Fayette County's all-time leading scorer, male or female. Ellison Coons, no good. Rebounded by Tiana Cecil. Here come the Dogs running the other way. Behind the back dribble. Cecil, runner, put it up, off the back rim, no good, and a foul coming up, and I think that's Juliet Smith. And that'll be 2 on the point guard for the Cardinals.
Looks like Scott County's going to rotate 2 more in.
Going to be Riddle and Holt coming back in for the Cardinals. Tiana Cecil, I should say. She is a 52% foul shooter, but she hits the first.
I wonder how practices are like with the sisters. I wonder if they really get after it, and I wonder if they go home in good spirits. Or
I had 2 younger brothers. Siblings, you probably fought.
Doesn't go well, does it?
Probably fought quite a bit. Here's DeFore, back to Riddle. To Smith. 2-3 matchup zone now from Dunbar. This is DeFore, 3, left wing. Got it.
Nice 3-point shot by DeFore.
10 for DeFore now. 27-21 Cardinals. Here's Ellison Coons into the lane. Runner from 7, left it short. DeFore the rebound, 2-on-1. Fullwood trying to hurry. DeFore throws it up on the glass, good.
She's got that shot down great, doesn't she, Darren?
She does. 12 now for DeFore, and a whistle the ball out of bounds to Dunbar. They just keep coming and coming.
She attacks hard.
29-21. Hell ball to go to Dunbar on the alternating possession. Didn't see what happened there with Cecil losing the basketball. Right now, 5 players have scored for Scott County, 4 for Dunbar. I'm sorry, 5 for Dunbar and 4 for Scott County. Almost a steal by Smith into the hands of Michaela Cecil. Goes right. Hangs, gives it back to Tanaya Cecil. 3, back rim, no. DeFore with a long rebound. And a foul coming up on Tanaya Cecil. Her first. And the 5th on Dunbar.
I'll tell you what, Darren, their best offense is their fast break. There's no doubt. And as soon as DeFore got the ball in her hands, she was heading that way.
Well, she put it on the floor. They usually look to throw long, see if somebody's out there. She just put her head down off on the dribble. Here's Riddle to Owens. Over to Riddle. Everybody in the mother has that same play as Riddle puts it up for 12, good.
Nice little jump shot by Riddle.
I think when I played in school, we called that bandy because if we had a three-point shot, that's what they ran it for. Steal by Riddle, throws a long pass. Ellison Coons tried to dribble instead of grabbing it. Now she just come over, steal, saves it back in. Fullwood has it. Hit it the other way. Tanaya Cecil. Left block to Coons. Turns on DeFore. Put it up. No good, but a foul on DeFore. Her first, team 7th, but at the line will be Ellison Coons for 2.
I'll tell you what, Darren, she did an excellent job getting wide, sitting down, posting up. The only thing is it looked like she lost a little bit of control as she was trying to shoot the ball, but a nice little jump baby hook would be, just would finish that shot off.
68% foul shooter is Ellison Coons. She misses the first. Again, the broadcaster jinx.
Stop that, Darren.
Hey, I have no dog in this fight. 31-21. Cardinals with a 10-point lead, the first double-digit advantage of the night. The second free throw is good. She has 6. Cardinals by 9, under 3 to play. Owens with the basketball. High post Riddle, lobs it down low to Holt. Can't control it. DeFore, left wing 3. In and out and back in and down.
Nice three-point shot by DeFore as she leads all scorers with 15 points.
Yep, 15 for the sophomore. Here's Tanaya Cecil. Right corner to Fullwood, who brings it down the dribble. Gives it to Cecil, but Smith with a steal. Headed the other way. Left-hand layup, good. Timeout, Nick Runyon and Paul Lawrence Dunbar as the Cardinals have extended it out to 14 here in the first half. 36-22. We'll be back with more 11th Region Tournament Girls action on PrepSpin.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Back here at Paul S. McBray Arena on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University in Richmond. Darren Douglas, Julie Muntz, 36-22 Cardinals lead. Want to thank all of our fine sponsors, including our title sponsor on PrepSpin, White, Greer, and Maggard, Bluegrass Orthopedics, along with Roberts Insurance, who takes care of all the insurance for everybody around Kentucky when it comes to high school athletics. Also Ricardo's over in Versailles. Good place to eat.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that last game.
You need to go try it out, and you and your husband. It'll be very nice. Humphreys drives baseline on Holt. Has it blocked by Riddle. Riddle in trouble. Everybody for the Whites ran off and left her. And Helton calls a 30-second timeout, and he looks at Peyton Riddle.
Yeah, he's kind of a little bit upset for picking up her dribble because that's not what he wanted.
Nope.
Also need to thank Lexington Women's Health and Lexington Diagnostic Center as well, and JVM Motorsports.
And also providing all our overtime, all our replays, overtime performance. And we can't forget our good friends Rafferty's as well out there in Hamburg, where we had the 11th Region preview show for the second year in a row.
That is a really nice thing that they do. It's something new that I think William Warford has started with PrepSpin.
Well,
oh, Gary. Gary's
Gary
doing
Ball.
that. I'm sorry.
Gary Ball. Yeah.
I hope he's not listening to me.
Nah, he's asleep over there. You're all right.
But anyway, Gary does a great job promoting the 11th Region. I think it's excellent.
36-22, Cardinals with the basketball. Dunbar in that 2-3 zone. Here's Holt out front. Left wing, it goes to Smith. Around to DeFore, a deep three, short. Rebounded by Cecil.
Ah.
And a foul, either DeVore.
I'd say DeFore.
Or Holt. Let's see.
Holt.
They're going to call it no hope.
That's 2 on her.
One of my fine sponsors, Rex McClanahan, watching right now, and his fabulous thing that he says is there's 2 types of people. There's one that takes all the credit, and then there's the other one that does all the work.
That must be me.
I'm just saying, I got to give credit to Gary.
I think I'm the second one.
I do all the work.
You got that right.
Cecil's free throw is no good, and that had no chance from the beginning. She is 0 of 3 from the foul line.
And correct that one. That was her 3rd foul?
Yeah, on Holt, yes. Here's a steal by Fullwood, headed the other way. Like she was doing a basketball drill at a basketball camp there. Tanaya Cecil around to Ellison Coons, 18-footer, left baseline, no, DeFore on the backside, rebounded.
Oh.
Behind the back.
Slick dribbling.
Headed away, the other way, crossover, right block, Tompkins, put it up, dances in.
Nice display of dribbling by DeFore to Tompkins was an excellent shot.
Well, if you're a big post player playing with a guard like DeFore, you better have your hands up.
You're going to get hit in the nose.
And a foul coming up on Fullwood. You're going to hit in the face, the forehead, the chest, and you have the guard hollering at you because you took an assist away from him.
And what's kind of bizarre about Fullwood is she usually gets hot and she usually averages about 5 3-point shots a half.
Right.
And she's only has 1 so far. So Scott County, give it to Scott County. They're doing an excellent job disrupting their offense.
Well, they're making Dunbar run. And Dunbar would be more apt to just kind of slow it down with the fast breaks not there. There's a shot by DeFore. Goes off the hands of Ellison Coons. Into the ballgame for the first time this afternoon or this evening is Drew Humphreys. So I got a problem. I got 2 Cecils on the floor and 2 Humphreys on the floor at the same time. Thanks, Gary. Here's Tompkins, 12-footer, no. Rebounded backside by Owens. The ball knocked out of bounds by Michaela Cecil.
And you mentioned something about the pace earlier, too.
Yeah.
And again, Nick Runyon said this is going to be a battle of the pace. And, you know, we want our pace, they want their pace. So it's just who dictates it.
Into the ball game for the first time this evening. For some reason, I'm stuck on afternoon.
I guess.
Janae Stevenson for Dunbar. DeFore, back to Riddle. It's McMath. Runner down the right baseline, bad shot. Rebounded by Ellison Coons. Little freshman wanted a foul there. First regional tournament, you're going to have to wait a little bit on that. Runner by Cecil. Rim, no good. Ball tipped out. Owens chases it down. Here's a baseball pass ahead to Riddle. Riddle says, I'll take it, freshman.
And again, Darren, 3 Scott County girls beat to 1 Dunbar girl gets back. So they are definitely beating them back, and I'd look for the coach to make the adjustment at half.
Ellison Coons misses the runner. Stevenson had it on the backside, and then Ellison Coons grabs the rebound and got fouled by Scott County. It has quietly gone to an 18-point advantage for the Cardinals. The foul is on Tompkins for Scott County, her first. That's the 19th foul on the Cardinals here in the first half. Only 9 seconds to play.
And what I like about Elise Ellison Coons is she's always in position to make a play. She's always has her hands on the ball. She rebounds well, and she really does an excellent job working for her shots.
Coons hits both. She's 4 or 5 from the line. She has 9. 40-24. Dunbar needs to make a stop here. DeFore, runner, no good. Got her own rebound. Held ball, and that'll end the first half of action. It quickly grew to a double-digit lead, and now it's an 18 or 16-point halftime advantage for the Cardinals of Coach Steve Helton. They lead it 40-24 over the Dunbar Bulldogs. Gary Ball, Julie Muntz will take you to halftime on PrepSpin.com.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's is a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man?
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks, pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more.
Hey.
So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
We didn't get one.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
And welcome back here at Eastern Kentucky University, McBrayer Arena. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz. We're at halftime, and Scott County leads Paul Arntz Dunbar 40-24 by 16 points. And they got a good first half out of Morgan DeFore. She had 15 points. Peyton Riddle had 11. Those are two catalysts, the top scorers, along with Malia Owens. She had 8 points, so they combined for 34 points. Those two players, Riddle and DeFore, outscored Dunbar 26-24.
Yeah, and they're doing an excellent job doing that as well.
In rebounding, it's an edge for Scott County, 25-20. Dunbar just shot 8 of 26. That's 31%. They were 1 of 3 from 3 points, 7 of 12 at the free throw line. They were led in rebounding by Elise Ellison-Coons with 5 rebounds. In the first half, Scott County shot 17 of 39. That's 44%. They were 4 of 13 behind the three-point line, and that's 31%. Free throw line, they were 2 for 4. They were led in rebounding by tandem. DeFore and Malia Owens both had 6 rebounds apiece, so that's the leading rebounders. They were led in assists by Juliet Smith. That's what I said to Coach in the pregame. I said, it all starts with your point guard, and she's got 4 assists in this ball game.
Oh, and they're doing an excellent job sharing the ball. And what I was saying to you earlier is what's notable is they are getting back. I mean, their best offense is their fast break, and they are definitely sprinting the floor. They're beating Dunbar down to get buckets.
Buckets. And Scott County leads buckets of 40 to 24 here over Paul Lawrence Dunbar. It's a good night of high school basketball. Boy, we got a good one coming up. Franklin County and Lafayette. That should be a battle royale. I think that's going to be a really good tilt from beginning till end. I really do. I think Lafayette's ready, and I think Franklin County's ready. That's going to be a good ball game later tonight.
Yes, 2 stellar teams and 2 experienced coaches that's been in this position before. So I would expect an exciting matchup.
In this ball game, it was 16-14 at the end of the first quarter. A tight ball game. What happened in the second quarter? Scott County outscored Dunbar 24-10.
It looks like Dunbar got a little tired, and they could not match getting back on defense. So again, Scott County keeps running and running and running, and just like Coach Helton said, they're going to play 94 feet every single time.
Lincoln County, we understand, leads Mercer County at halftime, 27-23. So a little home cooking over there at Lincoln County, maybe.
Yes, but again, it's only halftime, so don't panic yet.
Yeah, it's only half. We're not panicking. I'm not panicking. So, but Mercer County, one of the favorites to
right,
win
and they haven't been down very much at all season on any team. But you know, again, their experience, they should be fine to come out of that.
Scott County with those quick hands out there. They look good. They force a lot of turnovers. 10 turnovers in this ball game. And I tell you, I know they had more than 6 steals. Go back and look at the tape. They probably had 8 or 9 steals.
Absolutely, Gary. But also, and what Coach Helton's game plan is to disrupt the offense.
Yeah.
And he's doing a phenomenal job doing that because Cheyenne Fullwood, who got several three-point shots the last game, only has 1 shot. So they are doing an excellent job on the perimeter. They're guarding up, and they're taking away space in the interior.
Yeah, she's been limited to 5 points. Michaela Cecil, she had a 34-point effort against Scott County the last time they played back in January, a couple of months ago. She's got 8 here at halftime.
Yeah, and you know what's notable too is she didn't score a whole lot the last game. I want to say probably 15 maybe, or I don't know, somewhere in there. But you know, it was not as much as she usually scores.
You're exactly right. William Warfield's got some information for us.
Well, I just wanted to update you on the score. That was Casey County over Southwestern at the half, 27-23.
So it wasn't Mercer County.
Was not Mercer. No.
Okay.
That didn't sound like Mercer.
So Casey County is a team you're pretty high on also.
Yeah, Casey County's good. They're young, too. They're going to be the next great team.
Up-and-coming team.
Who do you like? Who do you like at that state tournament out of all these regions? Who do you think will be a tough team to beat?
Well, with the matchup is what I believe. Doesn't Mercer? If Mercer gets there and if Sacred Heart gets there, they'll have to face an early round game, first round game.
Yeah, the first round game would pin up Mercer County possibly against Murray.
Oh, that was what it was. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And then Sacred Heart would end up battling whoever comes out of the 11th, so whoever, Scott County maybe.
Wow. So you have a number, the top 4 teams playing each other.
Yeah, the first round.
Yes. And that's like basically your final game right there in the first round.
If this was ever a year that the KHSA would like to seed the teams, it'd be this year.
That's what they ought to do, honestly. In my opinion, I think they ought to take your 7, your 11, you know, your big power regions, which there is, you know, the 7, 11, maybe the 6, you know, and possibly the 12th, and seed those, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And spread them out. You know how you got the top and bottom bracket, bracket.
Right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that.
This would be a good year to do that because you got those top 4 teams in the state talking about Mercer County, Murray, Scott County,
Sacred Heart.
and Sacred Heart. All those teams, if they get out of the region, they'll play each other in the first round.
I think you look at your 16 teams and then you go by,
Right.
use the rating system that they've got now currently and saying, all right, those top 4 teams out of those regions going down that list, those are our seeds. You can see it like that.
So is that talked about now? Is it are there discussions on the seeding, or what do you know about that, or if any talk?
I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but I haven't heard the right people talk about it.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen for a while because they just draw randomly out of a ball. I mean, I'm there at the draw show every year, and they just draw randomly. Ball pops out of there, and that's who they play.
And that's okay. But if you look at the history of it, especially in the boys' Sweet 16, you get those first round matchups, and then I think that has a lot to do with your crowd.
Same thing in the boys. When they play the following week at Rep Arena, you've got the 11th region playing the 7th region. So right off the bat, you're going to have the winner of this region, whoever that is, Lexington Christian, Madison Central, Scott County, Lafayette. They're going to play the winners of that 7th region, which is right now Trinity, Ballard, those teams. So
let me ask you guys this. If you were putting together a boxing event, would you have your main event first?
No.
And then play your little card the very last? Because that's what they're doing.
It's like the UFC fight. So they're going to save the meat for the end.
Exactly.
That's like your treat.
That's why WWE always sells Brock Lesnar and Undertaker last.
Or The Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's an actor now.
Oh yeah.
He's forget all that WWE. He's a big time.
What about Ric Flair?
Movie
Woo!
star. Julie knows all
it. Hey,
wrestlers.
It's a Friday, Gary. Ready for the weekend.
TGIF. And tomorrow we have a big day, a triple header. We've got first off at 1:30, it'll be Lexington Christian, Madison Central. And then at 3:15, it'll be Scott County against Lafayette. And then tomorrow night, the girls' 11th region final at 7:30.
Is that not unbelievable? I mean, the matchups are just stellar. And, to see that first round between, I think, Madison Central and Bryan Station to go triple overtimes, and 3 of their kids played 44 minutes straight.
The first game in the history of the 11th region, and it's been around for a long, long time. I don't know how many years, longer than I've been born, that a game went to the triple overtime. They've had double overtimes and overtime, but they've never had a triple overtime game.
You've been around a lot longer than I have watching the 11th region, but I tell you what, that certainly ranks up number 1 with me. I would have to put the Lexington Catholic Bryan Station buzzer beater, when Lexington Catholic won here last.
Yeah.
That's up there, and then the Franklin County Henry Clay buzzer beater that they had back in 2012, I think.
Yeah,
that's my top 3.
The 11th region, without question, and apologies to all the other regions. There's some really good regions, but I'm talking about from top to bottom.
Yeah.
When you throw Bryan Station in there, when you throw Lexington Christian in there, Scott County, from top to bottom on the boys' side is definitely the top region in the state of Kentucky. A lot of those teams could win those other regionals, and that's what the coaches really get upset about here, that their team that could win, that wins the 11th, there's 4 or 5 other teams that could win most of the other regional tournaments, and they know that.
And the big thing about it is it's never, a lot of times people say, well, these programs will rise up and then they go down, but it's really never the case that way. Just about everybody from top to bottom is really, really good.
Well, Bryan Station just happened to have the perfect storm. They had a really good team this year. Seniors, Boone's a senior, he's gone. And Madison Central, pretty much a senior-laden team, too.
Oh, yeah,
except
definitely.
for Cozart. I believe he's a junior.
Junior, yeah. And then what's phenomenal about Bryan Station is when you had Frederick Douglass that came about this year.
Right.
A lot of the athletes, split up from Henry Clay, Henry Clay and Bryan Station. Some Lafayette, but not much. But when they split up, and Bryan Station really didn't have a whole lot in the summer to work with.
But they had a really good team.
But then they start gelling and coming together and just played phenomenal.
It hit Bryan Station football really hard.
Yes.
But not so much the basketball team. And then Henry Clay got hit hard with the basketball team.
You're right. Yeah.
So that's how that went. But But getting back to tomorrow's matchup, 1:30, we got the LCA Madison Central game.
Should be a good one.
Who's your pick to win that?
LCA.
Madison Central.
You're picking LCA?
No, I'm thinking.
I was going to say,
no.
Your husband might.
No, but here's the thing: is does Madison Central have anything left in the tank though? That's the thing, because they,
I think they match up well until you add those extra 2 big men.
However, I am going to go out and say that, they have nothing to match up against Kozar and how he erases shots on the interior.
I totally agree, but then you got 3 big guys against Kozar.
Yeah.
Belmont Manor had a big ball game the other night, 31.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game. I think this place will be sold out.
Back to action we come for the girls. I got a report for another region for you here, Julie. Maybe our first upset. Here's a blocked shot by Cotton, but taken right away from her by Riddle, and Riddle missed the jump hook, and then a bad pass by Cotton.
Good idea.
Yep, the 4 the other way. Here's that circus shot. What she loves.
And again,
she must be murder playing a horse against, huh?
She leads all scorers with 17 points.
Here's quickly into front court Dunbar. Humphreys hits Ellison Coons on the drive. Good for 2 for Ellison Coons.
Excellent job by Humphreys by sharing the ball to at least Ellison Coons.
10 for Ellison Coons now. As soon as we get a break, I'll give you that report. Owens down low to Holt. Turns and put it in.
It looks like
too easy.
Yeah, Dunbar got shifted in the wrong positions, and they found the gaps there.
44-26. Scott County by 18. A minute into the second half. And Shayla Cecil being shadowed by Juliet Smith. Fullwood down the right side of the lane, blocked by Owens. Here comes the 4. The 4 going to be a foul coming up on Michaela Cecil. The second foul on Cecil, the first on Dunbar here in the second half. And here's your report. 5th region, less than a minute to go in the ball game. Nelson County leads Elizabethtown by 4.
Oh, my guy Troy Lee Thomas, first-year coaching in Nelson County with a Bucknell signee. I think her name is Marley. Can't remember the last name.
Can't remember the last name either, but I know who you're talking about.
She is putting up some great numbers with that team.
And Nelson leads as Owens hits a 3, and here's a bad turnover as Cotton just let it go right off her hand out of bounds. 47-26, a 21-point Cardinal lead. But that could be our first major upset of the postseason. Riddle a deep 3. No good. Humphreys with the rebound for Dunbar. Ahead to Fullwood. Fullwood and Cecil. Ahead to Fullwood, puts it up and in, and a foul on Riddle.
And there you go with Cheyenne Fullwood getting loose and getting ahead of the defense and really muscling it in for a 2-point.
That was not a smart senior play by Riddle. Knew she couldn't get there, so he just kind of bumps her.
Yeah, and what happened down at the other end is there was too many people from Scott County just hanging around and trying to contest, and they didn't think about getting back.
Got Mike Ritchie listening and watching tonight up in Northern Kentucky. Now DeFore just has a lazy turnover. Bad pass coming back out.
It was a bad pass. I'd have to agree with that.
But shuffle your feet. Move your feet. You see it's going to go wide of you, right?
Well, she was getting guarded by the half-court line as well.
Well,
so.
True, but you still got to move your feet and
I
get to the
know.
ball. I'm a very unforgiving coach, number one, and I played first base in baseball. No, not all the throws going to come right to you, right?
Got the steal by Riddle as
Here's
she
Riddle,
picks her
headed
pocket.
the other way, and she's with Owens. Riddle over the runner, put it up and in.
Great heads-up play by Riddle.
49-29, a 20-point advantage for Scott County. Dunbar still trying to run. DeFore with a steal, headed the other way. Missed the layup. Riddle rebounds, puts it in.
Riddle is doing an excellent job for her teammates. She is all in right now.
15 for Riddle.
Yes.
17 for DeFore. It's a 51-29 Cardinal lead, and Dunbar wants a timeout. Watch DeFore here. She misses the shot. She hits. She missed that one, rebounded by Riddle, and Riddle put it back up and in. Our overtime performance replay of the night. 51-29. Cardinals on top, 5:39 to play. And again, I'm going to try and see if I got an update on that score. But the Cardinals have come out, Julie, here in the second half and just turning on the yet. I was going to say, if he's looking down at his watch, he's never on time anyway.
I'm trying to help Gary out by trying to influence him to get an Apple III watch, but he needs something like that.
Well, he's never on time anyway. So. Anyway, trying to see if that final score has come through yet, Julian. I don't think it has yet. Game should be over by now if, in fact, Nelson County holds on against Elizabethtown.
Maybe we can have Gary Ball check the score. Nelson County.
Might help.
Yeah. Nelson County, Elizabethtown.
5th region. Ahead to Humphreys. Cross court to Naya. Cecil. Ellison Coons misses the shot. Rebounded by Owens. Ahead to Riddle. To 4. 1-on-3. It doesn't matter to her. She's going to take it anyway.
Beautiful crossover step. And again, for DeFore.
19 for DeFore. Riddle with a steal. Ahead to Owens. And another turnover.
I mean, the wheels are just falling off right now for Dunbar.
Owens with 13. And they had a turnover. Here's Owens for 3 out of the left corner. Good.
Owens with a big time 3-point shot.
She's got 3 from behind the arc. Give her 16. Here's a near steal by Riddle, who is really playing well. To Cotton. He gets it across the timeline. Riddle right after her. Crossover dribble by Cotton. To Tanaya Cecil here on the left side. Boy, Michelle Cecil's going to have nightmares. She's going to see Juliet Smith in her nightmares tonight. She's been all over her. Here's Humphreys and a foul. Nope, hell ball.
And it looks like Dunbar will keep the possession.
Nick Runyon right on the right shoulder of the official who called the hell ball. Gave him the icy stare, but doesn't bother those guys, does it?
No.
They've seen enough of those.
That is the correct call.
Good call.
What happened was the body did not cross, but the basketball did. Totally legal.
Here's a whistle and a foul coming up on Holt. That's her 4th. You get the feeling that the Cardinal faithful want more than what they're getting right now. They want blood. They smell the blood in the water right now.
Well, and not only that, Darren, is they're not going to let up. They're going to keep the gas pedal on, to the gas,
to the
floor, pedal to the metal. So, and they're also trying to prepare. If they do go ahead and advance, that you have to prepare for, what it's like at the next game in the state tournament if they're lucky to make it that far. So
free throw's good.
You don't want to back off what they're trained and taught to do.
Ellison Coons now with 12 for Dunbar. It's 58-31 with 4:11 to play in the 3rd. Smith with a runner, good. 4 now for Juliet Smith, but that doesn't tell the story of what she's done tonight. Her defensive prowess on Michelle Cecil. Humphreys, boy, tried to battle through, and a foul coming up on or held ball again. Goes to Scott County. I thought they had a foul, but
yeah.
Here's a 3 from Will Owens, no good. Backside rebounded by Ellison Coons. Coming out on the dribble. Headed the other way. Coach Runyon doesn't agree, but that is a good play. That's where everybody's wrong when it comes to the block charge. You don't have to be set. All you got to do is square up and establish it.
And here's the thing, Darren. There's not too many girls that actually take the charge, but let's go ahead and look at this replay.
Perfect. You still can be moving as long as you're squared up. That's what the rule states.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, ma'am. That's what every official's told me. If you establish yourself and then contact, you can still be
Well, anyway,
moving.
hats off to Owens for taking the attempt
Yes.
to the charge.
Yep.
Good heads-up play
Not
by her.
many guys will
No.
take charges.
Well, I see a lot of guys, more so guys than girls.
Actually, I've seen one of the girls' games
Have
this
you
year.
really?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know why, but I have. This is Smith, 60-31 with 3:20 to play in the 3rd. It's been all Scott County since about the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. Riddle, 3. Got it. She wasn't so sure that was going to fall.
Well, Scott County had an excellent screen set up for her. She comes right out the screen and just nails it.
63-31. They've more than doubled up Dunbar now. Ellison Coons, no good. Goes and tries to get her own. Stepped on the end line.
The only thing I see with at least Ellison Coons is she's doing an excellent job posting up for the ball, but she's kind of shooting her shots sideways. But, she's not
squaring
really.
Her shoulders.
Yeah. Square them up, Double D.
I agree. I know what you're talking about. I hear you. This is Riddle. Boy, she a confident shooter, but that last time she chased that thing down like she was not going to make it. Turns into Elise Ellison Coons, and a hell ball goes back to Dunbar.
And that's an excellent call, too, as both the girls were straight up, textbook defense. Possession arrow favors Dunbar.
The inbounds to Cecil. And Cecil will bring it up against Juliet Smith, who has been her shadow. Lobs it across to Elise Coons, or to Ellison Coons, I should say. They swing it around. Here's Fullwood for 3 out of the right corner. Front rim, no. Ball tipped in the hands of Humphreys, put it up and in.
Nice court awareness by Humphreys as she rebounds and muscles it in for 2.
4 for Peyton Humphreys. It's a 30-point lead. Here's Williams, has it knocked out of her hands into the hands of Cecil. Ahead to Humphreys. Humphreys, bad pass, picked off by Riddle. Ahead to Owens. Owens over to DeFore for 2 more.
Make that 21 for DeFore.
DeFore's having a big night after really struggling last year.
Yeah, and nobody has yet stopped that drive and that layup by DeFore.
Foul is on DeFore, her second. No, the third on Scott County. She struggled really badly here in the regional tournament last year as a freshman.
Okay.
But this year, she's been here, done that.
She is by far, head and shoulders above a lot of the girls her age and really dominating at that.
Smith comes out, and now McMathie, the freshman, to take on the responsibility of guarding the senior Cecil, who hits very off the screen.
Dunbar and Cecil really needed that lift.
11 for Cecil. Here's Owens, missed the shot. Rebound foul coming up on Drew Humphreys. First foul on Drew Humphreys.
Looks like Humphreys got it from behind.
They lob it inside to Williams. Turns. Riddle, 3 out of the right corner, short. Rebounded by Cotton. Didn't have her feet quite set underneath her. Ahead to Humphreys. That's why you jump stop. Even if you don't drag.
And you had a
6'3", yeah.
6'2.5", 6'3" girl with all arms and legs coming right at you.
Right, but she did a nice job of trying to stop.
Jump stop, let the girl go on, or pass it, triple threat, whatever you have to do.
Yep. And why do you jump stop? Because that way it shows the official you're coming to a stop. Even if you do not drag that back foot, if you step, they're going to think you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to call a walk. The 4 over Humphreys, no good. Rebounded by Cecil. In the ballgame for the first time tonight, as here's a foul on Owens.
Yeah, it looks like Owens got just a little bit overzealous on the reach.
Yep, first on Owens, the 4th on the Cardinals. Into the ballgame for the first time this evening for Dunbar, the Brigham Young softball signee.
And who is that?
That's Brooke Hill.
Brooke Hill?
I knew her last name was Hill. Couldn't think of what her first name was. Here's a steal by McMath. McMath to DeFore. Missed the layup. Ahead to Humphreys. This is Drew Humphreys. Back to Michaela Cecil. Boy, every time she gets the ball, there's 3 white shirts around her. Cotton to Hill. Turns. Glass short. Rebounded Drew Humphreys, and a foul coming up on Peyton Riddle. Second on Riddle. 5th on the Cardinals. 29.2 to play here in the third. 65-36. That extra 10 feet makes it a much more difficult job for Dunbar, and it gives Scott County a chance to even run more. Here's Cotton working on Riddle. Blocked by Williams. And a foul on Williams, I believe. They got Williams. Nope, they got Owens.
Owens, okay, because I'll say it was very clean on the top with Williams, but, she may have got her with the body, but, Owens had the reach in.
Well, I thought they got Riddle with the hand in the back, but they got Owens, who must have been blocked for me, on the other side of that. Free throw on the way from Cotton. High archer and a knuckleball, too.
Yeah.
Cotton's free throw's good. She is a 60% foul shooter today. Coming tonight. This is her first point of the night for the senior. 65-37. Second shot's good. 65-38. Cardinals on top by 27. Looking to move into Saturday night's championship game. Coming up next, Franklin County Lafayette.
Stop.
The 4-3 straight away left it short, and that's the end of the third quarter. We're through 3. It's been all Cardinals since about the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here of the 11th Region Girls Basketball Tournament on PrepSpin.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Hi, I'm Mark Morris, owner of JVM Motorsports. These days, it seems like conflict and division are everywhere. So having a family you can count on is more important than ever. Here at JVM, that's just what our sales and associates are. A family that loves motorsports. And that's why most of our employees have been with us for years. And it's how they'll treat you too, just like family. Because a family that rides together stays together. JVM Motorsports. We're not just a dealership, we're a destination.
Back here at EKU's McBrayer Arena. Shot missed by Williams, and then she's going to come over the back of, I believe that was Anaya Cott she came over the back of. Not 100% sure about that.
Looks like
must be Peyton Humphreys going to the line there.
Yeah, and it looks like Kennedy Tompkins is going to check in for Williams.
So when you're as deep as Scott County, you have the luxury of a youngster missing a shot like that and having to go to the bench and have a heart-to-heart with the head coach or the assistant coach.
Probably both.
Humphrey's free throw is good. Also, too, I'm still trying to figure out which Helton is more intense, Steve or his wife Tara. But it's about equal.
What?
Intense when it comes to coaching. Watch them both. They are.
Well, I tell you what, Steve may win the head coach position here, but I'm sure at home.
I don't know.
The
Tara's holding her own over
the
there.
show.
There you go. 3 from Owens, no good. Rebounded by Hill on the backside. And Tompkins is going to tie her up and we'll give you a held ball going back to Dunbar. 65-40, 7.5 to play in the ball game. Scott County looking good for the championship game tomorrow night. This is Cotton with the basketball. Drives, bad shot, blocked by Riddle. She just turns and throws it. Tompkins, all she had to do was hit it forward, but she'll lay it up, missed it. And she might meet the same fate that her teammate Malia plays in, and there she goes. Here comes Akia Holt. And here goes Tompkins to the bench.
Tompkins has to hit those layups in those pressure situations. She did do a good job catching a tougher pass. It was kind of hard to handle, and she was a little bit off balance, but she cannot be off balance when she's going to the rack.
Here is Cecil. She did a nice job of corralling the pass. They get it ahead to Humphreys. Humphreys penetrates, puts it up no good, and a foul on Holt. And Holt has been in a grand total of 5 seconds, and she just fouled out.
She hasn't played a whole lot, has she?
Nope, but she just fouled out. She got 2 points tonight, though. And now here comes Hoffman. I love our courtside mic. You can hear everything going on around you.
Especially the dads.
The dads and everything. When you hear what you're looking at, well, he's got a better look than I do, and I'm down here in the court. He has an even better look than you guys up there in the stands. So, yes, sir.
No question.
Southwestern leads Casey. Oh, Casey leads Southwestern 50-38 in the 12th. Wow. That could be a shocker.
It's a big game.
That could be a young Casey County team, too, by the way, over there in the 12th.
Looks like 4 on Cecil now.
Is that Michaela Cecil? Or?
Yep.
Yep, 4 fouls on Michaela Cecil. Here's Owens driving baseline off Fullwood. Bounces all the way left corner to 4. Left the shot short. And Michaela Cecil, that was a tired effort at a block out. Here is Hoffman, baseline from 5, good. They just keep coming at you, to Scott County. 67-41. Cecil to Humphreys. Power dribble around. Right hand layup, good.
Nice drop step power dribble by Humphreys as she muscled it in for 2.
7 for Humphreys. That's Peyton Humphreys, the senior. Keep Gary out of that bag, will you, over there, Julie?
Hey, obviously
here's Riddle.
We are the Mingua brothers commentators.
Here's Riddle fouled.
Gary started eating beef jerky next to me. He's like, I need some of that.
I heard it. I'd hear you saying it now. Cotton has 3 for Dunbar. At the line will be Peyton Riddle. Riddle tonight has 18, making 19.
And what's her plans after college?
I have no idea. Gary, do you know?
You know Riddle's
Peyton
plans
Riddle's
after college?
Or for college?
That's right. Going to Eckerd College in Tampa.
Okay. Warm weather. That's what she's headed for. 69-43 is Riddle hit both of them. Cecil now has the much taller Riddle on her. Humphreys in the right corner to Ellison Coons. Pulls up 8-foot roller. Good.
Also, the word on that on Riddle is she's been playing varsity basketball since the 6th grade.
Here's a 3 out of the corner by Riddle. No good. A foul on Hoffman coming over the back. The first foul on Hoffman. The 7th on, actually the 8th now on the Cardinals. At the line will be Michaela Cecil for 1+1. A quiet night. Well, you could tell they weren't going to let Michaela Cecil go off for 34 again tonight. She has 11. Actually, yeah, 11. Free throw from Michaela is back rim no good. That looked like a tired free throw, too.
Definitely.
She has been chased by Juliet Smith from pillar to post tonight. And here's Smith driving. Left-hand layup no good. Hoffman rebounds. Put it up and in. Well, they can just keep coming and coming.
They just do an excellent job penetrating.
Here's a steal by Riddle. Laid it in. Are you surprised Coach Helton hadn't called the press off yet, Julie?
I would say by the 3-minute mark, definitely.
Third foul coming up on Owens. At the line will be Peyton Humphreys for 2. Humphreys has 7 tonight. Free throw is good. from Peyton Riddle. Tell you what, if that score holds up in the 12th, Casey's going to be a force to be reckoned with in that girls' side of things for a few years. They are very, very young. They start 2 freshmen and an 8th grader, a sophomore and a junior. Humphreys hits both free throws. 73-47, under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Dunbar looks like their season's going to come to an end tonight. Owens got caught between passing the ball and shooting the runner.
On another line score, it looks like my buddy Coach Robbie Graham beats GRC, George Rogers Clark beats Campbell County in the 10th.
61-48 or 51?
51-48. So good job by Robbie Graham.
Did we ever get an update on that fifth region game? Here's another foul on Scott County. 4th foul on who? Owens. So Owens got a street 3 trips down the floor and got a foul. Free throw is no good from Cecil. One of 2 at the line is Michaela Cecil. The 4, 25-point lead for the Cardinals. Back to Hoffman, now to Smith. Guarded by Peyton Humphreys. Down the lane goes Smith, laid it in. 6 for Smith. Shot missed. Rebounded by the 4. Humphreys has it. Had to get rid of it. The 4s.
DeFore is putting on a dribbling and shooting exposition here with 23 points.
She loves shooting that overhead.
She got a little reverse hook scoop shot.
Ellison Coons misses the shot, but Cecil gets the rebound and puts it in. 12 now. Let's see, 13 now for Cecil.
And
another 3.
Another 3-point shot by DeForce.
26.
And only a sophomore.
Ellison Coons for 3, good.
Beautiful shot by Elise Ellison Coons as she puts the 3 in.
First 3 of the night for Ellison Coons. She has 17 to lead Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
Coach, you got Coach? Hey, have you seen Allison?
Well, we don't have an update on that score tonight. Got a pretty good one, though, Julie, in the 8th region tonight. For the girls down up at Simon Kenton High School. 8th region semifinal game, first game tonight. Anderson County and Walton Verona. It should be a pretty good 8th region girls basketball matchup in the 8th region semifinals. You got a report on that one already from
the 10th.
The 10th region.
Clark County beating Campbell.
Yeah, we're still looking for that 4th region.
And the 5th region.
Yeah, the 5th region game. Don't have it yet. Here's Smith to Riddle. It's Hill, Stevenson, Cotton, Michaela Cecil, and Peyton Humphreys. Kind of wonder when Coach Nick Runyon is going to take Michaela Cecil out and let her get her just reward as far as recognition is concerned. Riddle missed the shot, got it back, and put it in.
Riddle has done an excellent job just working hard and being all in for her team.
24 for Riddle by my count.
Right.
Humphreys with a jump shot along the baseline, good. 82-53. The 4 with the basketball now. Working on Peyton Humphreys. Crossway comes 3 from Riddle. No good. Rebounded by Stevenson. Ahead on the outlet pass to Cecil. She has Hill with her. Put it up too strong. Hill and a foul on Riddle.
Yeah, on that foul on Riddle, if she would have just was
Tipped her hand
straight up, and then just blocked it with the wrist, and she just hacked right down.
It
and
is
came.
so tempting, though, to come down.
I guess.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I
How
guess
many times
so.
you find yourself doing that over your
I've
career?
done that.
Quite a few?
Yeah.
I can say I never jumped that well, so I...
Looks like the 6'2" girl. Williams is back in the game, giving Riddle a nice curtain call as she worked hard for her team tonight.
Hill banks in the second free throw, 82-56. As we mentioned, Hill for Dunbar, a BYU softball signee.
Pretty impressive.
Here's a nice pass from DeFord to Williams. Missed another one. Coach Helton just shrugs his shoulders and looks down to Tompkins and says, you want to go in here? Here's a steal by Gray, ahead to the 4.
They've got to get back on defense.
28 for DeFord now. $85-56 steal by Smith, in and out, rebounded by Gray. Gray puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Thirty-second timeout. They're going to just roll them in and out. McMath and Tompkins will report in for Scott County.
Looks like they're cleaning the bench.
They're clean the bench out for Dunbar. Hill, Cotton, Michaela Cecil, Stevenson, and Humphreys. I'll go to the bench. We have into the game Drew Humphreys, along with number 12. That's Deltaria Jackson.
Ginter.
Have Alexis Ginter. We also have Tanaya Cecil along with number 30 for Lords Kennard.
Okay.
Down low to Tompkins, put it up, and a foul on Drew Drew Humphreys. Got a friend of mine named Drew Payton. I don't know where that came from. Here's the thing, too, Julie. I love that name, Lords. Lords Kennard. I love that. It's also, did you know that is actually I think a college in Pennsylvania.
Kennard.
Lords.
Oh, okay.
Spelled out the same way.
Hey, let's get these Scott
give
County
Scott
players.
County here. 23 is one. You'll go ahead and give them. Give him.
Yeah, we'll try. Kaylee Wise, freshman. We got number 35, Michaela Smith. 34, Kennedy Tompkins is still in the game. 23, Haley Ward. And number 20, Kiana Christopher.
And we got another one in the ballgame, 32 now. That's coming in. That is Emma Turner. Tompkins with the basket. 87-56. We're under a minute to play. We haven't given you stats because our stat monitor's frozen up.
Not updating.
We have had go over and talk to our good buddy Hugh. Say, man, what's up with that? You fell asleep over there?
What's up with you, Davis?
Yeah,
you
you
should
fall
be on
asleep?
it already.
I think he fell asleep over there on us. Down low, it goes to the freshman Wise. Off her shoulder, out of bounds. $87-56. So the Cardinals punch their ticket to tomorrow night's championship game at 7:30. Christopher with a steal. Headed the other way. Right hand layup good.
Christopher, as she puts her first 2 points in of this tournament.
Tiana Christopher. If I'm not mistaken, she had a brother who played for the boys basketball team and football team for the Cardinals. And I remember his first name to save my life, though. Here's a shot, no good by Jackson. And a foul coming up on Dunbar. Come up by Dunbar. And the foul is on Wise. Her first. Jackson's free throw is good. Her first point. As Julie mentioned, 0.4 of a second. Scott County will win this one and advance to the championship game. The second free throw from Jackson kicks high, bounces twice, no good. Turner rebounds, and that will do it. Scott County convincingly over Dunbar in the semifinal game tonight. 89-57 over Paul Lawrence Dunbar, and a nice career of Michaela Cecil comes to an end here in the semifinals for Dunbar. Gary Ball here in just a minute. We'll have our Mingua Beef Jerky winning coach. That'll be Steve Helton of Scott County. And his team came out tonight, Julie, and for about 6 minutes it was a ball game, and then with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, from that point on, it was all Cardinals.
Yeah, and definitely he set out and executed his plan, what he wanted to do, and the girls went out and executed the plan as well.
We'll go courtside to Gary Ball with Coach Steve Helton.
Thank you, Darren Douglas. Well, Coach Helton, you pretty much got what you wanted, 94 feet, and you guys definitely played 94.
We just feel more comfortable. I don't think it's a secret. And we made a couple spurts, and, hats off to Dunbar. What an incredible year they had. And, we made some adjustments that I guess you could say Scott County hadn't done in a while, and we got back to the old run and jump, and tonight it worked. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
To 4, I think she had 28 points or 30, and then, of course, Riddle, she gives you what she gives you.
Both players, we had our spurts. I thought a couple times it all started with our defense, though. Our press tonight, I thought our rotations, I thought our deflections created opportunities for transition. So, very pleased. Hats off to Dunbar, hats off to our kids, and, we get to play another game.
Going to the regional final, you'll play either Franklin County or Lafayette. What do you know about that?
Both teams well coached. Both teams, I know Joey well. He's a good friend of mine. What an incredible coach, and Coach Denton, they ended their season last year. So both teams, it's going to be a battle.
Coach, you want barbecue or teriyaki? You want them, or do you want them both?
Let's go barbecue.
Let's go barbecue.
The hot and spicy of the night.
Yeah.
It tore me up. So let's go this. Let's go something mild.
Okay, Coach. Thank you for talking.
Thank y'all so much.
So Steve Helton, the outstanding head coach of Scott County. They move on to the championship game, Darren, and they will play either Lafayette or Franklin County, and I think that'll be a good ball game.
Should be. I was really surprised that this game got out of hand as quickly as it did in this in the all-region team right now. We have 12 players on it. I'll give you from 12 up. Jay Ballard of Lexington Catholic, Bailey Vanover, Madison Central. Vanover very well deserving. I didn't see Ballard play, but I did hear a lot about her. Morgan DeFore of Scott County, we saw what she did tonight. Terry Abram of Lafayette, who we'll get to see here in just a minute. Kaya Thompson of Henry Clay, we'll get to see her here in a minute. We saw her the other night against these Cardinals. Actually, it was Dunbar we saw them against. Destiny Jackson of Frederick Douglass, and Delaney Inlow of Woodford County. And people will go, well, why in the world is she only basically the second team? When you see the top 5, you'll understand why.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good 5. That's pretty good 12. I go up against anybody with that trio. Is that 12? What do you think? Got a bunch of scorers on there. Got great guard play. Kendall Talley of Franklin County. Now, you could see Inlow and Talley kind of flip-flopping there, too.
Yeah.
Caroline Bennett of Lafayette, and then a couple of Scott County players, Malia Owens, and Peyton Riddle. And the player of the year, no surprise here, Fayette County's all-time leading scorer, male or female, Michaela Cecil.
Michaela has just put up excellent numbers this year. She's been a great leader on and off the court, and that just speaks volume of her ball club, speaks volume of her name and who she represents.
Funny thing about it is Western Hills, 41st District's in charge of the region this year. Don Miller, the first year AD for Western Hills, also the football coach there in Frankfort, has enlisted the help of Tracy Spickard, the AD and softball coach at Franklin County. So in case nobody knows who that is, that's Tracy Spickard helping Don Miller out.
Okay.
And Tracy been around a long time down there in Franklin County. You're getting now Destiny Jackson of Frederick Douglass. And now you get Kendall Talley. I think what they're doing, I think this line just probably was on the copier. Probably, who knows? You're getting Kendall Talley. She's getting ready to play in this next game. Delaney Inlow, the sophomore.
I'll tell you what, with Delaney Inlow for the post players representing this tournament, I was by far impressed with her moves. She's got excellent technique. She really works hard, and only a sophomore.
Now she can play softball or basketball at the next level. Now we get Caroline Bennett for Lafayette. They do this in the semifinal games. That way, the post game for the championship games aren't near as long. I always like doing everything on championship night. Get bigger crowds.
Why not?
And now you're getting Malaya Owens and Peyton Riddle of Scott County, and we'll get the region player of the game.
And with Malaya Owens, I really love her quickness. Her quickness is undeniable. And other teams have a hard time matching that quickness.
Shayla Cecil, the player of the year, and you haven't mentioned the 11th region coach of the year, Steve Helton of Scott County.
And well deserved. And don't forget about his wife.
Well, he turned as soon as Gary gave him the beef jerky, gave it to Tara. So, need we say more?
The man knows what to do.
He knows who's in control of the household.
It's already been said.
That's right. So a really nice looking 12 members of the 11th region team this year for the girls. And like I said, Gary and I could take this 12 and coach them and win against about anybody.
Well, these types of players, it makes coaches look really good.
Really good. You're right. You're not lying. And there are several that are on teams as well that were left off of this team that could really make some things interesting.
And what's interesting, Darren, if you take this regional, the all-season region team,
yep.
If you take these and play other regions, who's gonna come out on top?
I'd bank on this region.
Okay.
I'd bank on this
region.
region.
There you go.
Final score again was 83-59 in favor of the Cardinals. Gary Ball and Scott True will bring you the next game. Franklin County against, I've gone blank, Lafayette. Here on PrepSpin.com.